We've all asked ourselves that question. Can you ever really go home again? Well, today we're diving into a classic story that hits that question head on. We're looking at this deeply moving moment where a character's brand new life just completely collides with the world he left behind. It's a powerful story about change, guilt, and the painful price of expectations.
And this is our narrator, Pip, confessing this right at the start. This one sentence, it tells you everything you need to know about the cloud of guilt that's just hanging over him. He's become a gentleman, right? But at what cost? He's totally haunted by this feeling that he's wronged the very people who raised him.
So, how did he even get here? Well, as Pip has settled into this new life, a life funded by some mysterious benefactor, a huge disconnect has started to grow. Those great expectations that completely changed his fortune, they've also changed him, and now he's kind of adrift from his own past. And this really lays out his internal conflict perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got his London life, this world of constant restlessness and, frankly, mounting debt. His lavish habits are even dragging his good friend Herbert down with him. And then on the other side, there's the memory of home, the warmth of the forge fire, a simple life, and a sense of peace that he just can't seem to find anymore. So Pip is just trapped in this cycle of debt and unease. And then one day, an ordinary moment is completely shattered. A sound from the mail slot, a message is here that's going to force him to confront the very world he's been trying so hard to avoid. Herbert hands him the letter. Now, you have to understand, in this era, a black border on a letter meant one thing, and one thing only. It was an announcement of a death. Can you just imagine the dread? Your heart would absolutely plummet. And there it is. The news is delivered with this stark, brutal simplicity that really mirrors how Pip must have felt reading it. His sister, Mrs. Joe Gargery, the woman who raised him by hand, is gone. So this news, it forces Pip to do the one thing he's been putting off for so long. He has to return to the forge. But this isn't for some happy reunion. It's for a funeral. And this journey, it's so much more than just miles on a road. It's a journey back into a life he doesn't even feel like he's a part of anymore. After the somber service, there's this brief, quiet moment. Pip and Joe are just sitting together, sharing a pipe, just like they used to. And for a fleeting second, it feels like the distance between the gentleman and the blacksmith just dissolves. It's a small, sad echo of their old, uncomplicated bond. But that peace, it is short-lived. As evening sets in, Pip seeks out his childhood friend Biddy for a talk out in the garden. And this is where the true distance, the emotional gulf between his past and his present, becomes painfully clear. Pip opens with what is basically a gentle rebuke. He feels like he should have been told sooner, that he was owed a letter. It's a statement that's really born from his new sense of self-importance. It's a gentleman's expectation. And Biddy's reply is just devastating. 4 words. The coldness is one thing, but the critical part here is her calling him Mr. Pip. With that one formal address, she just puts up a wall. She's making it crystal clear. She's no longer his childhood confidant. She's speaking to a stranger, a man from a different class. So when Pip asks about her future, Biddy just lays out her plans with this calm resolve. She's going to care for Joe, she's going to run the new village school, and she's going to continue her own education. See, she's built a life of purpose and duty, a life that doesn't need or include him at all. Oof. Stung by this, Pip makes this sudden, really emotional promise. He declares he'll visit all the time, that he won't abandon Joe. And it's a heartfelt pledge, for sure, but Biddy isn't convinced, not one bit. And Biddy just sees right through it. She asks the simple, piercing question. It's not even really an accusation. It's more like a genuine inquiry that cuts right to the heart of who Pip is now. She's basically challenging him. Are your words just a way to make yourself feel better right now, or do you actually mean it? Pip's reaction says it all, doesn't it? He snaps back, all defensive, and he's angry because deep down he knows she's right to doubt him. Her question has totally exposed the huge gap between the man he wants to be and the man he's actually become. The next morning, as Pip gets ready to head back to London, you can just feel the tension from the night before is still hanging in the air. He's leaving, And all those grand promises he made are just left there, totally unresolved. He says his goodbyes to Joe, who's already hard at work in the forge. And Joe's farewell is just heartbreaking. He says Pip can never return too soon, and he calls him Sir, but then he immediately follows it with the affectionate Pip. In one single breath, Joe acknowledges both the class divide that now separates them and the unconditional love that will always, always connect them. And that leaves us right back here with this final thought. Pip's experience is so powerful because it taps into a fear we all have, right? Once we change, once the world we knew changes, can we ever really go back to the people and places that shaped us? Or is home just a memory we can visit, but maybe never truly live in again?